Do you find yourself increasingly struggling to recall names? Or fumbling to remember familiar phone numbers? Or worse, seeing a familiar face but drawing a complete blank on the name? Those brain freeze moments are frustrating and sometimes frightening, making us wonder if our memory is declining rapidly. But what if I told you that your own agile hands, the nimble fingers you use every day for countless tasks, hold an incredible secret linked to your brain health and memory power? We often focus on complex brain games or special diets to combat memory decline. But what if simply dedicating 5 minutes each day to simple hand and finger movements could activate crucial brain regions, strengthen neural connections, and build a powerful defense against dementia? It sounds almost too simple to be true, right? But science is increasingly proving the profound connection between hand dexterity and mental acuity. Let's explore these easy exercises and how they act as a natural tonic for your brain, starting right at your fingertips. When we think about brain training, we usually picture purely mental activities. We overlook a fundamental yet incredibly powerful aspect: the direct link between physical movement and cognitive function, especially the intricate connection between our hands and our brain. Consider this. Your hands and fingers have a disproportionately massive representation in your brain's motor cortex and sensory cortex. A huge amount of brain real estate is dedicated solely to controlling the complex, precise movements of your fingers and processing the rich sensory information coming from your palms. This isn't accidental. The development of fine motor skills, the ability to manipulate tools with dexterity, was a crucial leap in human evolution, going hand in hand with the expansion of our brains and higher-level thinking abilities. Your hands aren't just tools executing the brain's commands. They are also rich sources of sensory input and a primary means through which the brain interacts with, learns from, and shapes the world around it. When you perform hand and finger exercises, especially those requiring coordination, precision, and attention, you're doing much more than just moving muscles. You're sending a powerful stream of neural signals up to your brain, simultaneously activating multiple brain regions, not just the motor and sensory areas, but also areas involved in planning, prefrontal cortex, spatial memory, hippocampus, parietal lobe, and attention. It's like flipping on the lights in various interconnected rooms within the house of your brain all at once. Furthermore, maintaining hand dexterity and grip strength in older age strongly correlates with maintaining overall cognitive function. Studies have consistently shown that seniors who perform better on tests of finger speed and precision often score higher on tests of memory, processing speed, and executive function. Conversely, a decline in grip strength is sometimes considered an early predictor of cognitive decline risk and other adverse health outcomes. While this connection likely works both ways, a healthy brain supports dexterous hands and vice versa, mounting evidence suggests that actively training fine motor skills in the hands can contribute to maintaining and even improving cognitive health, acting as a form of brain exercise mediated through the body. It leverages the principle of neuroplasticity, the brain's lifelong ability to reorganize itself and form new connections in response to stimuli and learning. So, how can we harness this powerful hand-brain connection simply and effectively in our daily lives? The answer lies in targeted hand and finger exercises that you can do almost anywhere, anytime, ideally for about 5 minutes each day, perhaps as a morning routine to wake up your brain, or whenever you have a few spare moments. Hand and finger exercise number 1, finger tapping, thumb to finger opposition. This is a foundational but incredibly effective exercise for improving coordination, speed, and activating both brain hemispheres. How to do it? Sit or stand comfortably, resting your hands on your thighs or a table. One hand at a time. Let's start with the right. Gently tap the tip of your thumb to the tip of your index finger, then middle finger, ring finger, and little finger. Then reverse the sequence: little, ring, middle, index. Keep the movement rhythmic and precise. Try to only move the participating fingers, keeping the others relaxed. Repeat this cycle 10 to 15 times, then switch to the left hand and repeat. Advancement. Perform the tapping sequence simultaneously with both hands, moving in the same direction, both index to pinky and back. The real challenge: perform simultaneously with both hands but in opposite directions. Right hand goes index to pinky, while the left hand goes pinky to index, then reverse. This requires intense concentration and forces the two brain hemispheres to communicate actively. Try doing it with your eyes closed to enhance proprioception, your sense of finger position. Why it works. This exercise demands fine motor control and individual finger isolation, strongly activating the finger representation areas in the motor and sensory cortices. Performing it bilaterally or in opposite directions intensely stimulates the corpus callosum, the nerve bundle connecting the left and right hemispheres. It improves neural processing speed, dexterity, and focused attention. It's a fantastic exercise if you feel your fingers are becoming stiffer or less nimble. Hand and finger exercise number 2. Fist clench and finger spread. This simple movement engages the entire hand and forearm, boosting strength, improving circulation, and sending activating signals to the brain. How to do it. Sit or stand comfortably. Extend your arms out or rest your hands on your thighs. Slowly curl your fingers into a tight fist. Squeeze gently, feeling the muscles engage in your hand and forearm. Hold for about 3 to 5 seconds. Then, slowly open your fist, extending and stretching your fingers out as wide as possible, feeling the stretch across your palm and knuckles. Hold this widespread position for 3 to 5 seconds. Repeat this entire clench and spread cycle 10 to 15 times for both hands. Coordinate with your breath. Inhale as you clench, exhale as you spread. Perform slowly and deliberately. Why it works. This acts like a mini pump, improving blood circulation to the small capillaries in your hands, nourishing nerves and muscles. More importantly, the conscious contraction and relaxation send strong feedback signals to the sensory and motor cortices. It helps maintain neuromuscular connections, strengthens grip, a vital overall health marker linked to cognition, and can alleviate morning stiffness. Hand and finger exercise number 3. Wrist and finger circles. This exercise enhances the flexibility of the wrist and finger joints while stimulating brain areas involved in spatial awareness and coordinated movement. How to do it. Wrist circles. Extend one arm forward, letting your hand hang loosely. Gently rotate your wrist in a circular motion, making the largest comfortable circle possible. Perform 10 to 15 circles clockwise, then 10 to 15 circles counterclockwise. Repeat with the other wrist. Keep your forearm relatively still. The movement should come from the wrist joint. Thumb circles. Keep your hand open but relaxed. Slowly circle your thumb, making large circles without moving the other fingers much. Do 10 to 15 circles in each direction for each thumb. Other finger circles. Similarly, try making small circles with each individual finger at the base joint where it meets the palm. This can be more challenging but excellent for isolating control. Why it works. Smooth, circular movements require fine-tuned coordination involving multiple small muscles and input from the cerebellum and motor cortex. They not only lubricate the joints, potentially reducing pain and stiffness, especially helpful for mild arthritis, but also stimulate spatial awareness and motor planning centers in the brain. Focusing on the trajectory of the movement also provides a gentle mindfulness exercise. Do you often feel stiffness in your finger or wrist joints, especially in the morning? These circular movements might offer some relief. Give them a try and share how they feel for you in the comments below. And a gentle reminder, these exercises are supplementary and should be performed gently. If you have specific health conditions like severe arthritis, carpal tunnel syndrome, or a recent injury, please consult your doctor or a physical therapist before starting any new exercises. Hand and finger exercise number 4. Fine motor object manipulation, for example, bean pickup. This exercise directly trains fine motor precision, dexterity, and hand-eye coordination, skills closely linked to overall cognitive function. How to do it. You'll need 2 small bowls or containers. Fill one bowl with small, dry objects like beans, kidney beans, black beans, large uncooked pasta shapes, buttons, or paper clips. Place the empty bowl beside it. Sit comfortably at a table. Using only the thumb and index finger of one hand, pick up one object at a time from the full bowl and carefully transfer it to the empty bowl. Aim for speed but prioritize accuracy. Don't drop items or pick up more than one at a time. Focus on the sensation of your fingertips grasping the object. Continue for about 1 to 2 minutes for each hand, making it harder. Use different finger combinations. Thumb and middle finger, thumb and ring finger. Use smaller, slipperier, or irregularly shaped objects, for example. Rice, grains, small beads. Be cautious with very small items. Try picking up and sorting different types of objects into separate containers. For example, beans in one bowl, paper clips in another. Close one eye, or perform in lower light to increase the visual motor challenge. Why it works. This task demands incredibly precise neural control over the small muscles of the fingers, accurate coordination between visual input and motor output, and sustained attention. It robustly activates the primary motor cortex, sensory cortex, cerebellum, and visual spatial processing areas. Maintaining fine motor skills is considered neuroprotective, possibly because it helps preserve the integrity of complex neural networks. Hand and finger exercise number 5. Imaginary piano playing. Finger lifts. This exercise focuses on strengthening individual finger independence and control, stimulating the motor cortex in a sequential manner. How to do it? Place your palms flat on a table or desk, fingers straight but relaxed, slightly spread apart. Keeping your palm and other fingers down, slowly lift one finger, for example. The index finger straight up off the table as high as you comfortably can in a controlled manner. Hold for 1 to 2 seconds, then slowly lower it back down. Repeat with each finger on that hand. Middle, ring, little, thumb. Then repeat the entire sequence 5 to 10 times. Switch to the other hand. Focus on isolating the movement to only the target finger, minimizing movement in the others. Variations. Lift fingers in a different sequence, for example, pinky, index, ring, thumb, middle, or a more complex pattern. Try lifting 2 non-adjacent fingers simultaneously, for example, index and ring. Imagine playing a simple melody on a piano, lifting and tapping fingers in a rhythmic sequence. Why it works. Intentionally isolating the movement of individual fingers requires highly specific neural signals from the motor cortex. It strengthens the distinct neural pathways controlling each digit, improving dexterity and independent control. It's similar to the finger exercises musicians practice, which are well known to stimulate neuroplasticity and protect cognitive function due to their demands on coordination, memory, and fine motor skills. Let's quickly summarize the 5 simple hand and finger exercises to boost memory you can do each morning. Number 1. Finger tapping. Tap thumb to each fingertip sequentially, varying speed and direction. Number 2. Fist clench and spread. Tightly clench, then fully spread your fingers repeatedly. Number 3. Wrist and finger circles. Rotate wrists and individual fingers to improve flexibility. Number 4. Bean pickup. Use fingertips to transfer small objects, enhancing fine motor skills. Number 5. Imaginary piano playing. Lift individual fingers sequentially off a flat surface. Remember, the golden key is consistency. Dedicating just 5 minutes each day, but doing it every day, is far more potent than an hour once a week. Make it an enjoyable habit. You can do these while watching the news, listening to the radio, during phone calls, or as a brief mental break during the day. By regularly sending these rich sensory and motor signals from your hands to your brain, you are actively working to strengthen neural connections across various brain regions, promote neuroplasticity, keeping your brain adaptable and resilient, improve dexterity, processing speed, and focus, build and reinforce cognitive reserve, your buffer against memory decline. This is a simple, free, and surprisingly powerful way to invest in your long-term brain health. Your hands are not just for doing. They are potent tools for keeping your mind sharp and vibrant. Start using them in this new way today. If you found these simple hand exercises helpful and want to discover more unique, science-based methods to protect and enhance your memory, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We are constantly searching for the most effective strategies to help you age well. What specific brain health topic or memory technique would you be most interested in learning about next? Maybe visualization methods, specific brain games, or even the role of certain herbs? Let us know your ideas by commenting below. We prioritize creating content based on our community's requests. Thank you for joining us today. Start moving those fingers, feel the connection to your brain, and enjoy a sharper mind. See you soon.